Hey, welcome back to Fanboy TV, coming to you from South by Southwest 2019. We're here in the Austin Toy Museum, soon to be the Texas Toy Museum, and we've got the folks from Snatchers here today.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you so much.
Glad to be here.
Would y'all mind introducing yourselves?
I'm Benji.
I'm Stephen Cedars.
I'm Scott Yacyshyn.
My last name's Kleiman. No, you had your chance, man. You blew it.
All right. So tonight's the big night.
Tonight's the big night.
It's the big night, and so to let you all know that we got a little taste of Snatchers a couple of years back, right?
We did.
When we saw this film as in short version.
That's right.
And one of the things that I remember when we saw this originally, Gavin and I were talking, and we said, okay, we want more of this. We want to see where this goes. We want to see what happens. Can you tell us a little bit about, first, can you tell us a little bit about the premise of the film, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. Snatchers is about a popular high school student who wakes up 9 months pregnant.
After having sex.
And she has to fight the alien threat with her nerdy ex-best friend.
Sounds great. I'd love to see that one.
It's an edge-of-your-seat thrill ride.
All right. So, can you tell us a little bit about the process of going, when you all made the short, was it originally intended to be, okay, so we want this to be a feature on that, or did that kind of grow from there?
That's definitely what it was. We made it as a proof of concept. We had been working on the script for 6 years at that point, something like that, and we realized that specifically the directors, Stephen and Benji, had such a visual idea of what they wanted it to be that you couldn't put that on a page. You had to show people what they were thinking. And so that's what the proof of concept was for, and it was always intended to be part of this larger story.
Yeah, I'll just an addendum is that tonally, I think people would read the script and they did not like it, and we were like, no, it's gonna be good, and so then we ended up making the short to be like, see, it's good. But yeah, we had the idea for it to be a feature long before we shot the short.
The film is a really wonderful blend of sci-fi, of horror, and comedy. It's also maybe a little bit of a coming of age very quickly drama. So were those from the beginning? Were those aspects always in there, or did you say, okay, I want this, or did those kind of just come out organically throughout the? Did it start off saying, okay, I want to make a sci-fi film, I want to make a horror film, or does it just, where did all this come from?
Well, I don't think we started from we want to start with this genre. I mean, maybe with comedy we knew that we wanted it. We just wanted to make a fun movie about a girl who got pregnant with an alien. That's such a crime. Yeah. I'm sorry. Why are we being persecuted? No, but the horror element and the sci-fi element. I mean, I think it was all just part of its DNA from the beginning. Yeah. But it's not like that. There was a that was the directive from the beginning. So
yeah, I think also just even when we have an idea that we're like, oh, this will be so cool, it's always going to end up being funny, just because I think that's where our hearts lie. We're just so funny. I don't know.
The end.
This is filmed in front of a live studio audience, literally.
It kind of is.
Okay, so you were talking about one of these. A lot of times when there's so much humor in it, mixed in with the horror, with the sci-fi and everything, there's so many. There is such a big level of probability that it won't work because of but the thing is the film does work, and one of the it works tremendously well. That one of the things that really makes it work is your casting of all your actors. And
disagree. They're stupid heads. No, thank you.
Can you talk about finding all these actors that feel like, okay, they've known each other for all this time? What was the process like? And
Yeah, well, so when we were casting the proof of concept, we used a casting director named Sherry Hernandez, who was fantastic, and with both Mary and Gabby, Mary sent in a self tape, and we for Sara, Mary Nepi plays Sara Steinberg, and we didn't know who we were going to cast, and the people we were seeing, we were like, we don't know if anyone's really getting it, and then Sherry was like, well, there's one other girl who like sent in a self tape, and we watched it, and we were like, well, obviously this person. And the same with Gabby. Gabby walked in, and she was wearing like a little alien T-shirt, and we were like, yep, she got it. Do you remember that? She also wore the same T-shirt to her callback. She's really dirty. She didn't wash the T-shirt.
Yeah, and then also just I think the chemistry, hopefully, 10% of that is the script, and the rest is just that they just did, we didn't cast them together. I mean, we did. I think we maybe did.
20% is the script.
Yeah, or maybe even 25,
Yeah.
or maybe even 30.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be even 40. No, but they just brought so much to it that every time we would hear another, like we did the table, we would be like, oh my God, these guys are just bringing it to life in a way that is beyond what we could have ever dreamed. And they're stupid.
So making a film like this, or making any film, as people that have worked on it, it is a labor of love, and there's so many things going. What are some of the obstacles that you all faced in making this film?
So many.
Some of the trials, some of the things that, like when you go, I know you all have your battle scars now.
Yeah.
And what are some of the things that, looking back on it, say, okay,
No. I mean, I think the thing that I think every filmmaker battles is the budget. Just operating with like a very limited budget, and
they only had $200 million. So.
Yeah. And so we were like, how are we going to spend this money?
that catering will go through all of that. I mean,
exactly, a lot of shrimp
wow.
and lobster. No, but seriously, it was. I think we really wanted to do, like, typically on a small budget horror movie, it's like, okay, we're going to all shoot it in the house, and we were not approaching it from the perspective of how do we write something small. We were like, let's just write the movie we want to see, and the movie we wanted to see was really big and really bloody and went to a lot of places and had like a lot of stunts and stuff. And then we were doing the budget, and we were like, wow, this is not going to work at all. And so there were a lot of creative conversations about how to achieve what we wanted to that were very tear-filled, I would say.
What our producer Paul Young likes to say is radical creative solutions, and we came up with a lot of them.
Yeah.